at least until a second tire blew, and then the van lurched forward. It shot through a wooden rail, knocked down the pole with the speed limit sign, and came to a halt against a couple of larch trees on the side of the road. The windshield exploded. The wipers twisted and bent. The engine fell silent. The foreigner and the Italian sat motionless, glassy eyes fixed on some distant point, while blood oozed from their mouths and eye sockets, their necks broken, shapeless as a pair of marionettes with their strings cut. Another flash of lightning, and the glare caught a still of two dull faces, eyes with pupils made of ice. The rain drummed down with its demented rhythm on the sheet metal of the van's roof. The wrecked cargo van, with its headlights still blazing, creaked as it shifted in precarious equilibrium, perched on the roots that stuck out of the dirt. The van gave one last lurch as it settled on the soil, making the lifeless bodies of the two men bounce in their seats. It had taken 3 seconds from the first blowout to when the cargo van smeared itself against the tree trunks. 3 seconds. No time at all. Barely a sigh. 3 seconds is how long it took Deputy Police Chief Rocco Schiavone to figure out where he was. An eternity. He'd opened his eyes without recognizing the walls, the doors, and the smell of his home. Where am I? He asked himself, while his sleep-dazed eyes circumnavigated the space around him. The dim light in the room didn't help. He was in a bed, not his own, in a room not his own, in an apartment not his own. And most likely, the apartment building wasn't his either. He hoped, at least, that he was in the same city as last night, the city where he'd been living for 9 months now, expiating his transgressions. Aosta. Seeing the body of the woman lying right next to him helped him put the pieces back together. She was sleeping peacefully, her hair spread out, loose and black, on the pillow. Her eyes were shut, and they trembled ever so slightly beneath the eyelids. She was opening her lips a little, as if kissing someone in her sleep. One leg was uncovered, and the foot dangled off the edge of the mattress. He'd fallen asleep in Anna's apartment. What was happening to him? Wrong. A first false step. A palpable risk of slipping into a comfortable routine. The danger of an unasked-for integration into that city and its inhabitants scared him right down to the roots of his hair, making him sit bolt upright on the mattress. He rubbed his face vigorously. No, this can't be, he thought. In the past 9 months, he'd never once slept away from home. This was the start of a slippery slope. He was well aware. And then, before you knew it, you were a regular in a local cafe. You started striking up friendships with the fruit vendor, the tobacconist, even the guy at the newsstand. Until one fine day, your barista utters the fateful phrase, "The usual dottore?" And you were done for. You automatically became a citizen of Aosta. He set both feet down on the floor. Warm. Fuzzy. Wall-to-wall carpeting. He stood up, and in the half-light of a leaden dawn, as pale as a fish's belly, he ventured toward a chair that embraced a pile of clothing. His clothing. A sharp blow to his toes lit up his brain. Then a lightning bolt of pain hit him. He silently threw himself back onto the bed, frantically grabbing at his left foot, which had kicked the sharp edge of a chair leg. Rocco knew perfectly well that it was one of those ferocious, savage pains that, because God is merciful, do at least have the advantage of being short-lived. All you had to do was clench your teeth for a couple of seconds, and it would be all over. He cursed in silence. He didn't want to wake the sleeping woman. Not because he was particularly solicitous of her sleep, but because if she did wake up, he'd have to engage in a serious discussion, and he had neither the desire nor the time. She ground out a couple of mysterious words between her lips, then turned over and went on sleeping. The pain in his foot, sharp and merciless, was starting to fade.